These were not things that one could have predicted, contemplated. Nobody knew. At least nobody we knew what would be claimed. And I say we, me and my family still believes in me. We did not know that that woman would be found dismembered, dead. In the trunk of my car now. Really, if I were, and I freely admit we had a relationship, we were carrying on a relationship, we had an affair, which my wife knew about. I told my wife. If I were, what reason would I have to be so angry as to cut her into pieces and throw her in the trunk of my car? Especially with my wife knowing that I'm having the affair. I've told my wife. She was okay with it. Okay, go sow your oats, get it out of your system. We love each other. And, you can't take that away, but you got the sex thing. It's overwhelming, overpowering. It drives you to do things normal people wouldn't do, but there's some things that normal people wouldn't do, and that's one of the things that this normal person wouldn't do is cut up a woman I was having an affair with and put her in my trunk. Honda Accord. How many Honda Accords do you think there are that have had dismembered women in the trunk? Whew. And now we are to believe that I did that. And if I was going to, if I had to, fucking English, I would have done it in a Louisiana swamp or somewhere else. I would have sawed her up. Maybe a chainsaw. Not sure, maybe a Japanese woodworking saw. But there's so many tools you could do this with, and what they're saying is clearly somebody who had surgical knowledge did this. Now it doesn't. So there's the crux of it all. I mean, just because I'm a surgeon, because I studied most of my life, and I take pride in saving people's lives and doing what needs to be done. Sometimes you have to cut off a leg or an arm or something like that, but you have to do it right. So I take pride, regardless of the situation. So doesn't make sense. I'm a lifesaver. Am I going to cut up a woman? Cut her into pieces? A woman that for me was worth risking the relationship of my life with my wife. So that's why I'm here on the stand today. Everybody, every good lawyer will tell you, never put your client on the stand. Well, here I am. Let this lawyer ask me anything. I did not kill, murder, slice up, dice up my wife. But I sure would like to know who did. Then, at that point, in that moment, when I found out who did, and I found him or her, then you can accuse me of a crime because I'm gonna fucking tear their head off. I'm gonna take a knife and cut their fucking head off. So this may seem unreasonable to you, it may not. But have you experienced the loss of a loved one? Have you experienced the police claiming that you cut your wife into pieces and put her in several places? No. You know how harsh that is? No, you don't. So am I angry? Do I want vengeance? Am I a foregoer of justice in the legal sense? Yes. 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 If I, and I will, because I'm not going to let this go. So we won't use conditionals like if. So let's put it this way. When I discover who chopped my wife up, I'm going to kill him slowly, very slowly. I'm going to take a knife. I'm going to carve little pieces slowly. And once he has no skin left, I'm going to take him out to the country. We have a wood chipper at our country house. When the man has no skin and he's screaming, he's in immense pain. I'm gonna drag him out of the car. I'm gonna pick him up by the skinless feet. I'm gonna drag him across the ground where the cows shit. And then I'm gonna prop him up on my shoulder. We're gonna be head to head. I want him to know. I'm gonna look into his eyes, what's left of his life. And he's gonna see me looking at him. And I'm gonna turn his head forward. I'm gonna show him the wood chipper. And that's what you get when you murder someone's wife. And it comes out the end, just the bloody spray. So we don't know who murdered her yet. And they're going to get tired of, suspecting that it's me. They're going to figure out, well, he couldn't have done it. He was at place X, and she was at place Y, and so on and so forth. So some fucking detective should have done that fucking homework earlier. Because people look at me funny. Oh, did he kill his wife? Did he murder his wife? Did he cut her up into pieces and scatter her around the house? Motherfuckers. All they had to do was just do a little fucking homework. He was 180 miles away. He couldn't have done it. There's video. There are people who were there with him. Fuck. But you can't. What's the saying? Once a cat has been let out of the bag, what's a fucking rodent? I forget. So people don't trust me. People I've known forever, they still give me a little weird look, and suddenly they have something to do. They have to go somewhere. So am I going to be vengeful when it comes to this guy, this district attorney, this moron who couldn't do a little fucking homework? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's very disappointing, aside from the obvious stuff. I mean, so these are the kind of people that are in charge of our legal system? What are the chances that we are going to find an intelligent human being in this system who will investigate and figure out who did that? So I guess it's up to me. Yes, I will be vengeful. And as I said earlier, I will skin him alive. I'll take every piece of fucking skin. And he will be screaming in pain, and I'm going to show him the shredder. Gonna prop him up next to me as he's bleeding all over me because he has no skin. I'm gonna show him the shredder, and he's gonna know. That's where he's gonna go. And there will be a spray of blood and meat, human meat, chunked, flayed. And will I feel better after that moment? Will I feel better after watching him come out the other end of the shredder? I do not know. It's unfortunate. Surely he is not the only one that's capable of these kind of acts. So it motivates me to be a vigilante. I remember all the Charles Bronson movies. But he was a vigilante because he was like me. He was personally a victim, his wife and so on. But it didn't stop. He didn't stop with the murder of his wife. And his wife wasn't even chopped into pieces and scattered across the house. So I think we got a new level here. We got a new level of vigilantism. I think people better stop fucking with each other. People better stop murdering each other. Because I'm telling you what, I'm going to make it a fucking long, painful death. I'm going to skin you alive, you motherfuckers. And then I'm going to feed you through the shredder. Slowly. I'm going to put it on slow. Put your toes in first. So you're gonna feel your toes dissected, shredded, and you're gonna feel the gears, the drive, the shredder gears. You can feel them on your back, on your sides. So there will be no escape. You will get sucked into the shredder. And you will know it. You will know every second. Until you don't. And you will know my name. And vengeance will rain down upon you. Don't forget. That's the way you're gonna end. Ooh. Yeah, you think? So I'll put this on the internet. YouTube. And I know you'll hear it. But the thing is, you should fear it. Because I'm going to figure out who you are. I'm going to figure it out. I promise. And everything I said will just become a fact. It will become history, and they'll write books about me and you. The man who skinned his wife's killer, fed him through a tree shredder. They're gonna write books about us. That's all I got to say.